Hello everyone, and welcome to our third video tutorial on ellipses. In this video we are going to learn the fun stuff. We are going to learn how to graph an ellipse from an equation. So let's jump right in and let's graph the ellipse with the equation x squared over 25 plus y squared over 16 equals 1. Okay, now, two types of ellipses. We can have the horizontal or we can have the vertical. Quick way to check and see immediately which type you have is look at which number under which of these is bigger. Okay, 25 is obviously bigger than 16. If the number under x is bigger, you have a horizontally orientated ellipse. It's a very bad ellipse, but that's what it would look like. If the number under y squared is bigger, then you would have a vertically orientated ellipse. Okay? So, since the number under x squared is bigger, our ellipse is going to be a horizontally orientated ellipse. Think about it like this. X runs side to side, so if x is bigger, it's horizontal. Y runs up and down. If y is bigger, it's going to be an up and down ellipse. So, two things. The only things we really need, since we know that our ellipses are going to be orientated about the origin. We need the major and we need the minor axes. Okay? So, the major axis is given as 2a and the minor axis is given as 2b. Well, since a squared equals 25, that means that a equals 5, and if b squared equals 16, then that means that our b is going to be 4. So, a, b. Our major axis length is going to be 2 times 5, or 10, and our minor axis length is going to be 2 times 4, or 8. So, your major axis, okay, the axis that runs side to side here for our ellipse is 10. So that means that it is 10 across from point to point with the origin in the middle. So that means it's 5 on each side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Put a point. Okay? Go over here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Put another point. That makes our distance across here 10. You also know from your definition of vertices that the vertices for a horizontally orientated ellipse is plus or minus a comma 0. So once we found a, you can just go there and go to both of those points. Go plus 5, 0, put a point, and go minus 5, 0, and put a point. Our minor axis is the same thing, except it is 0 plus or minus b for a horizontally orientated ellipse. So you go up 1, 2, 3, 4, you put a point. You go down 1, 2, 3, 4, and you put a point. Now, normally, you would just connect these points in an elliptical manner, or you could get out your really cool ellipse drawing tool and draw it until you have all of the points connected. Whoop. And there is my ellipse. So, find the major and minor axes. I'm still on my ellipse drawing tool. Whoops. Find your major and minor axes. And from there, you can find your major and minor vertices. And from there, connect the dots and draw your ellipse.